Mercedes ventured into the pickup world in 2018 with the introduction of the X-Class. Based on the Nissan Navara platform but with some notable Mercedes changes, it's a hard competitor for the Ford Ranger and the VW Amarok. We drove the entry-level X220D, which is a 2.3-litre diesel that produces 190 horsepower. For transmission options, the 250 and the 350 are 7-speed automatics, whereas the truck we drove had a 6-speed manual gearbox. Our X-Class was a fairly basic progressive with black metallic paint, painted bumpers and a few options such as LED headlights, running boards and 18-inch alloy wheels. This truck was also fitted with a black hardcover to go over the loading bay, which prevents smaller cargo from weather and theft. The X-Class is a big truck and slightly longer than the likes of the Nissan Navara or the Toyota Hilux. It can carry over 1,000 kilograms and tow a maximum of 3,500 kilograms. The load bed is one of the largest in its class, approximately 1.5 metres in each direction, and in a very Mercedes way, as standard, it's lit by LED lights. You'll also get a 12-volt socket and 4 tie-down loops. The suspension is optimised to carry heavier loads, so it's independent in the front and multi-link in the rear. Inside, the X220 gets cloth upholstery as standard, which doesn't look as good as the Artico leather, but is durable and works in all climates. All X-Classes are 5-seater dual cabs, so built with the family in mind. And there's iSize and Isofix with top tether child restraints on the outer seats. It's pretty comfortable in the back with a good amount of space and head and leg room. And it's pretty easy to hop in and out of. Up front, it's a bit of a Mercedes-Nissan hybrid. Ours was pretty basic, but if you were to go for the power line, you'd get a bit more chrome and arguably more of a Mercedes interior. There are certain features instantly recognisable from the inside of a Mercedes SUV, things like the touchpad and the high-quality aircon vents, but they're scattered in amongst styles that don't quite match. There's a 7-inch display as standard with an infotainment system that can be controlled via the central dial or the touchpad. And a high-quality steering wheel that resembles a previous generation C-Class or GLC. And you'll also get semi-automatic aircon as standard. All of the X-Classes are 4MATIC all-wheel drive, and you can easily switch between rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive and low-range all-wheel drive, and you get downhill speed regulator as standard. There's also the potentially useful compass function in the rearview mirror. All models also get a reversing camera, which really helps prevent any unwanted bumps and aids reversing that would otherwise be really tricky in such a big vehicle. There's also an electric window to look back out through, and the option for electric windows in the rear. To drive, it's a firmer ride than you'd expect in a comparable SUV. Where cars like the GLE are the epitome of luxury, the X-Class is in theory a workhorse and has the characteristics of this. Where it has many traits of the Navara, the steering's all Mercedes, and transitions smoothly from off-road to motorway cruising. Although we would probably recommend you go for one of the well sought after automatic gearboxes rather than the manual, as it can be a little bit clunky. In terms of ground clearance, it is slightly less than that of the Navara, and has a wading depth of 600mm. If you want to find out a little bit more, you can read our full review on our website, or get in touch with one of our leasing experts.